I am the 13th Wolfman, and this is question of the week, week 21. I took last week off from asking questions because the holidays were approaching, and I just kind of like to take a break in between, in between in between every 10 weeks or so, just to get the creative juices flowing again. This week I'm going to ask a two-part question, and one of it's basically based around, if you haven't heard, Paul Walker has died. He's, you might know him from Running Scared, Varsity Blues, Fast and the Furious films, and I never had a problem with him. I know that there are people out there that didn't like his style of acting, didn't think he was a really good actor. I didn't fall into that category. I actually liked him. I thought he did well. Thought he brought something to the table when it came to his movies. So, I want it's a two-part question this week. The first part is, what is your favorite Paul Walker role or film? And for me, I mean, yeah, I love the Fast and the Furious films. You've seen me pick them up. I've got Part 5 on Blu-ray, or Part 5 on Steelbook. I got the other parts 1, 2, 4, and 5 on Blu-ray. But what's your favorite Paul Walker film? And as much as I like those, and they're good films, they're good popcorn films, they're movies that are fun to watch, and you're not really expecting a whole lot out of. My favorite Paul Walker film is there are actually two, so if you want to do more than one, that's fine, but Into the Blue with James Caan and Jessica Alba. I just love it as a nice little adventure film. And Eight Below, where he's down in the Antarctic and he has to leave his dogs behind, and he's a sledder. I like it. I think it's a good movie, and I thought it was funny that the two movies I really like are the ones that are in the two opposite extreme weather systems. Into the Blue is out in the Caribbean. It's all super hot, and Eight Below is like super cold, it's Antarctica. So that's the first part of the question. What's your favorite Paul Walker film or role? And the second part is, it kind of surprised me that, Paul Walker died. Well, it surprised everybody. But, what's the one death of a movie star or celebrity of some kind that really surprised you, that came out of nowhere? It's like for me, I'm not sure. I was gonna say, when I first thought of this question, I was gonna say River Phoenix, but the more I think about it, River Phoenix, whenever you hear people talk about him, he sounds like a very angry and not very well connected, young man. So the more I hear about what kind of life he lived outside of films, him dying doesn't surprise me. So it's kind of like Kurt Cobain also. Kurt Cobain seemed like kind of a douche. He was always putting everybody's else. I remember hearing one time that he said that he's always hated Eddie Vedder and his band. That's because Pearl Jam was much better than Nirvana ever was. But how can you not say that they're talented? I mean, he called them, they were too mainstream to be alternative. I remember him saying that, and it's just like, and then a few years later he was found dead. Not a loss. I guess it's when they take their lives. Those are the ones that kind of surprise you. Well, Cobain took his life, but not really surprised. I'm trying to stick with, movies and music, but also when stuff like John Kennedy Jr.'s plane goes down out of nowhere and they can't find the body, that was a surprise. Actually, the surprise for me, this one did surprise me. Princess Di's death. And the reason that it surprised me is because my best friend and I, we went camping that Memorial weekend. Here in the U.S. we have, was it Memorial? No, it was Labor Day weekend. That Labor Day weekend we went camping. We got a bunch of friends together, went up into the mountains, and camped out. And when we came back, we stopped off at his house and talked to his brother was there. Said, "Hey, so what's going on?" He goes, "Princess Di is dead." We've been in the woods for 3 days, and she'd been dead for, I think, 2. And so we were completely cut off from civilization. So everyone else had already gone through shock, and it just, we thought he was joking around. So that's mine. I want to hear what you have to say. Do it, answer the question. Do a video response, which you film it, put it in a PM, send it to me. Do a comment. I'm all for that. I'm the 13th Wolfman. I'm on the prowl.